Hey guys, thank you for tuning in for my Tuesday night update. My name is Christian for Casually Christian. It is November 30th, 2021, and I hope you guys had a great Thanksgiving. Mine was pretty good. Like our last update was on Thanksgiving morning, and we were getting ready to go out, and then as we were driving to my in-laws' house. And for those who are checking my update for the first time and my previous updates, my father passed away 2 weeks ago, and this is my first Thanksgiving without my dad. So on the drive to my in-laws' house, as you know, I was tired, so I was in the passenger seat. John was driving, and then I was resting my head. I had my sunglasses on, and some music was playing in the background, and then I started to think, I started to feel like the way my dad felt, like driving, sitting in the passenger seat with his sunglasses, having, the sun hit his face. And I tapped into my dad's, his spirit, and I just felt him right there. And then I started to weep, like I started to cry. And I think at that moment, like everything hit me, and I wasn't like sobbing uncontrollably, but I was like definitely like weeping, and my lips were quivering, and I was keeping it cool. We were getting closer to John's family's house. I was hoping that it was gonna clear up, but it wasn't clearing up, and I was getting a little worried. I'm like, and then I told John, I was like, John, like, he saw me and said, oh my God, are you okay? It's like, no, I'm thinking about my dad. And after we parked, like at John's family's house, we got out of the car, and John gave me a hug. Alex gave me a hug, and I felt better, and I was able to compose myself. But it was just trippy because on the drive there, I totally felt my father, like his memory of him, like when I drove him places, him wearing the sunglasses and having the sun hit his face, and as I closed my eyes, I felt like I was with my dad, like me and my dad were together at that moment. And 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 it hit me that it's hitting me even more that I'm not going to see my dad, um, in this realm. And I don't know how long my story is going to go for, but it's going to be, barring any accidents, and I keep up with my health. I'm planning to live another like 40 or 60 years, hopefully. But that's a long time to be without your dad, and I started thinking about my mom. It's like, damn, like it's just my mom and me. Like my mom, my brothers is where, like, so this is like our new normal, like a life without my dad. And every time I go to my mom's house now, like I I remember where my dad used to sit, his favorite places, and him like hanging like in his bed, just watching TV, or like he has like a massage thing. He would put the massage on his back, so he could get like a good get the knots out of his back. And I just remember him doing those things at my mom's house, and he's not there anymore, and it's really sad, and my dad's funeral is coming up, and I'm going to do a eulogy. I don't have to, but I want to. And I've been avoiding writing the eulogy because, I was thinking about it. It's like, how come I'm writing, avoiding it, And it dawned on me, is because, like, once I write my dad's eulogy, it's kind of like officially saying goodbye to my father. And, and I think I'm avoiding it because I don't want to say goodbye to him yet. But I know that I need to, get the ball rolling because his services are coming up pretty quick. And I want to give something, I want to say goodbye to him, and talk about his legacy and how good of a father he was, and I'm never going to forget him, and like in his love, and like and he gave me like a moral compass. So yeah. So I'm going through like a lot of stuff right now, and I'm glad that I have a lot of people who are giving me their well wishes, and wishing my mom and my family, uh, you know that we get that we'll get through this rough patch. And I thank you guys. And let's see what you guys wrote. I see Ariana says, "Looking sharp, nice blazer. Thank you." And the reason I'm wearing this blazer is because I'm getting into the spirit of Christmas. As you can see, I have like my mini Christmas tree right there, and got these lights over here that I got from I think Walmart or Target. I don't know, but yeah. Every time I think about the holidays, like Christmas, I always think about blazers, looking like this, Mad Men, drinking, gin and tonic, enjoying people's company, and just help having well wishes from my friends and family. And this is my image that I have for Christmas. This is Uncle Christian right now. um, and let's see what Deb says. He will always be with you. And he's his spirit will always be with me. And Karen said we need to go to Pioneer Chicken. And actually, I was thinking about Pioneer Chicken, Karen, because it's a for those who don't know, Chicken is like it's a favorite. It's like a cult chicken at this point because they were really popular during the '80s, Pioneer Chicken, but they were bought out by Popeyes Chicken, and there's only two locations left here in Southern California. One's in Bell Gardens, and the other one is in San Pedro, I believe. Well, the other one's in LA, and the other one's close to my hood. So yeah, like if you guys want like nostalgia feeling, like stepping into like a time capsule, going to one of the Pioneer Chickens, and like the furniture is all 80s decked out, and the chicken has not the chicken still tastes the same from like the 80s, and it's really crunchy. I think it's superior chicken. And Chame and movie discovered that chicken when we were in like just coming out of high school, and we were eating it a little too much, and we bulked up, and so we had to stop. So we decided that we should only go to Pioneer Chicken once a year, like during Christmas, and that will be like our splurge because it's good chicken, and why not? It's like stepping back into the 80s. But yeah, that's our tradition that we had. That's why Karen said if when are we planning our yearly Pioneer Chicken outing. Yesterday, I mean last year we didn't do it because of COVID. So this year we had to double down on the chicken. So one other thing that's going on this year is that last year, because of COVID, we didn't have a Christmas party. So Art and me we're coordinating a Christmas party soon, and it's kind of crazy. Like tomorrow's the first, the 1st of December, and I was looking at the calendar. I'm like, this month is going to go really, really quick. Um, so yeah, we're planning gatherings this year. And what sucks right now is like, have you guys heard about the new variant of COVID? What's it called? It's like fucking Futurama, Omicron Persei 8 or something. That's like the new that's the new variant, some Futurama meme. But yeah, like supposedly, like obviously it's more contagious, that new variant. But I heard from the radio this morning that you, the it doesn't seem like there's a high fatality rate so far with that new variant, but time will tell. But yeah, so that's something else that we need to worry about. But I am, personally, I'm not getting the booster. I'm fine. I'm vaccinated, but I'm not going to get the third one or whatever. I think I'm fine. I wash my hand. I wash my hands. I'm pretty hygienic because I don't want to get sick. And ever since people have been wearing their mask, I haven't gotten sick, like in barring allergy attacks, but like fever or cold. I haven't gotten a fever or cold in about close to 2 years. So I'm really scared the next time I do get sick, it's going to be pretty bad. So I hope it's not the COVID that I get sick off from. But I'm going to do everything that I can not to get it. But we are going to plan some Christmas holiday party soon with my buddy Art, and that should be fun. We have a gay old time. Let's see. So continuing with like Thanksgiving. So Sandra, John's sister-in-law, and I guess she's my sister-in-law too. She made a turkey this year, and she got the recipe off Martha Stewart. It's a Martha Stewart recipe. And last year, I made a turkey from the Gordon Ramsay recipe. And comparing both of the turkeys, uh, Martha Stewart, she has a superior turkey. It's like pretty bomb. It puts Gordon Ramsay's turkey to shame, and it was really, really good. When I was eating it, I was laughing. It's like, wow, this convict knows how to cook. Like it was really delicious. Like the turkey was moist, it was citrusy, and it was buttery, and like it was really delicious. And like since I made the turkey enchiladas the next day, like that, it was bomb. Like it was bomb.com, as the kids would say. But yeah, Martha Stewart, she has the superior recipe when it comes to the Thanksgiving turkey. But that's my opinion. I could be wrong, but everybody enjoyed that turkey that night. What was your favorite part of Thanksgiving? And like, besides hanging out with your family and friends, what was your favorite dish? Was it the mac and cheese? Was it the cornbread, the turkey? Or do you hate Thanksgiving? Do you hate Thanksgiving? Like, because I met a couple people that hate Thanksgiving food. They're more into like the sides. They don't like the ham or the turkey. They just mostly go for the mash and the what's it called, the damn, I lost my train of thought. The mac and cheese. There you go. I was trying to think of it. Mac and cheese. But yeah, well, what are your favorite side dishes from Thanksgiving? Just let me know in the comments. And also, oh yeah, because of work. Here's a story. So at work, they corporate, like the top dogs, they fired one of the executives. They laid him off because supposedly they hired this new guy, and his job is to cut the fat, and he's cutting the fat, and and like it's sad because like they fired, let this guy go 3 weeks, 4 weeks before Christmas. I'm like, who does that? You fire the guy after the holidays, not before the holidays. And the guy, the executive, he was the executive for our department. He sent out this video yesterday, and I wasn't aware of it because like every time I get an email from corporate, I just glance at it and it's like, I'll just put it in the spam folder. So until like I had a meeting today with my group, and they said, "Oh yeah," I was like, "Josie, oops, this guy, like he's getting let go," and they're like, "So why?" And it's like, because they're trimming the company's trimming the fat, and it was sad. Like his video was very sad. It's like he was talking like very like you could tell he was like low. It was in like a happy. It was in a happy video. But yeah, that was pretty sad. It's like corporations talk about like that we're family, but they axe you 4 weeks before Christmas. I'm like, that's totally like something that happened in Christmas Vacation with Griswold. But yeah, it's fucked up. So let's see. My brother's deep fried turkey and my sister's fresh cranberry sauce. Oh yeah, like I think this is like the second or third year that Tommy's deep frying turkey. I could be wrong, but I think like it was like 2 years ago where he started doing that, deep frying a turkey. I've seen videos where people like they screw up deep frying their turkey because like you're not supposed to fill like the oil all the way to the top because then it'll spill over and create like a fire hazard. You're supposed to fill the oil like halfway from the pot, and then you slowly submerge. You slowly dunk the bird to the oil, and then it fries it up. It goes up. But yeah, supposedly that fried turkey is that's pretty juicy, like in the inside because it locks in the flavor. Oh, and here's another factoid for anybody who is going to do a turkey next time. Uh, Gordon Ramsay said as long as if you cook the turkey for 3 hours, you take it out and you let the protein rest for 3 hours. So for if you're cooking it for 4 hours, you let it rest for 4 hours. And the reason why is because like in that time, the juices are going to soak up into the protein of the turkey or the ham, and it'll come out really moist when you're carving the bird. So there's something new for you guys. um, so also because it was like a 4-day weekend, I was checking out a lot of shows like Supergirl, and Supergirl. It used to be my favorite show, but I think they changed the writing team because it is fucking awful this season. It is terrible. Like they like Lex Luthor, he sends Supergirl to the Phantom Zone, and which is pretty cool. But it took him at least 7 episodes to get her out, and I'm like, this can't be the main, this can't be the whole season. And I'm not really understanding who's the main villain of the season. Like a lot of things are happening, nothing's getting like the stories are getting resolved, but nothing, like it's like, so what, like it seems like they got the same writers from the Flash, because the Flash was such a good show, and now like both the Flash and Supergirl, they completely took a shit. I'm like, what is this? What happened to the old writers room, or what's going on? But yeah, like if you guys are watching Supergirl at this, because they added the new seasons on Netflix, uh, I don't know. Watch it at your own peril. I mean, I'm so deep into it. I need to finish the season. I think I'm in episode 8, and I'm getting really really fucking frustrated watching the show. Like every time John passes by, it's like, this is agonizing, and John's like, "Why are you watching that terrible show?" It's like, because I already, I need to finish it. I need to see how it ends. But yeah, it's kind of like The Walking Dead, where like The Walking Dead has had so much promise, and then like I think after Glenn was killed, like that's when the whole season just became like the show just became repetitive, and it just kind of it pissed the audience off because like there was like no payoff, you know. Um, but yeah, and also this weekend, because it was 4 days, I was able to write it on Saturday night, and that went pretty well. Like I wrote 2 pages, and I gotta admit, like I was avoiding to write too, and I think because I'm a real writer, right? Real writers procrastinate. But yeah, like it's like, all right, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna go upstairs and work on my story, and I was able to write uh, write down 2 pages, and I think that's pretty good because I figured out like my segue to the next segment of the story because I didn't know how I was going to transition to the next bit. And then when I thought about it, like I was like, it's like how like I got the cigar and I threw it down. I was like, yep, that's how you fucking do it. So when I was at that point, I called it a night and I went to sleep. But yeah, this weekend, even though it was 4 days, it went by pretty quick. And I checked out a lot of shows. Again, like we were watching the morning show. That keeps on getting better with every episode. And we also watched what other show did we watch? Invasion. Invasion's pretty good because now they're full on saying like these are aliens attacking the planet, and it's getting pretty good. It kind of feels like what's that movie called? War of the Worlds. There we go. It's a tongue twister. It kind of feels like that, like the Tom Cruise one with it was directed by Steven Spielberg. It kind of feels like that, you know. Um, but yeah, everything else it was pretty gravy. Oh, I just remembered. Uh, so tomorrow also tomorrow is we're gonna celebrate our anniversary with Alex. We've been together for 5 years, and we got back from Applebee's because that's our spot because hardly anybody goes to eat there, and I think the food's decent. A lot of people argue with me. It's like Applebee's is not good, but you know what? I don't know. It tastes yummy to me. But we took them out. We went out for our anniversary dinner tonight. Since tomorrow is our we've been together for 5 years, and 5 years went really quick, man. Like the time I don't know where it's going, man. It's just like pissing away, it's just going by really, 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 really quick. See any Black Friday or Cyber Monday shopping? I didn't do any shopping. I did a lot of eating. I need to go back on the treadmill. I was doing pretty well before we hit this 4 day weekend, and I need to get back on the ball. I've been eating salads for the past 2 days. However, my friend from work, she brought me a cheesecake, so I couldn't say no because she didn't have to bring me a slice of cheesecake, and she said, "Christian, there's a cheesecake that I made for Thanksgiving. It's for you. It's in there, and it's in the fridge if you want it." I'm like, "All right," and it tasted pretty yummy. It was a banana cheesecake. Yeah, it was pretty sweet. Had me wired. But yeah, and today was I got the news that the executive was getting laid off, and today was a hard day for me because I couldn't go to sleep last night because it was just another restless night, and I took a lot of medicine to go to sleep, but I just couldn't shut my mind off. I was like just restless, and it's just there's just a lot of things in my mind, and today I was running on like zero sleep. So I think tonight I'm just gonna watch an episode of the morning show and call it a night. Hopefully I'll be able to go to sleep because I think yesterday I called it a night. I was tossing and turning, I think all the way until like two in the morning, and I took like Benadryl, I took a melatonin, I even took CBD, and nothing was knocking me out. I was really tired, but like it wasn't pushing me over the edge to go to sleep. And it's just I had a lot of things on my mind, and just thinking a lot, and that's a problem that I have. I think too much. But yeah, that's it for me today, guys. If you guys are watching this on Facebook, please remember to hit follow, and if you guys can, please share on your social media page our updates or our podcast. And if you guys can go to YouTube and hit like and subscribe and smash that notification bell to catch the latest episodes of Casually Christian, I'll greatly appreciate it. And we'll see you guys this Thursday, and I'll keep you posted of what's going on with my family. And Have a good night, guys. I'll see you guys Thursday. Bye.